Yo, welcome back to the Backyard Dialogue. So let's be real for a second. Why is it we love to say we care about mental health? We hashtag it, we repost the quotes, we say check on your strong friends, but do we actually care? Or is it just something we say because it sound good? Yeah, we going there tonight, y'all. So pull up and let's talk. It's easy to make a post on social media that says mental health matters. It's easy to wear the t-shirt, share the meme, or repost when a celebrity talks about it. But what about when it's your friend who's actually struggling? What about when it's your sister who's breaking down? That's when it counts. And a lot of times we go quiet. Everybody want to say, check in on your strong friends. But when your strong friend finally admits that they not okay, a lot of people don't know what to do. They freeze up or they change the subject or they brush it off with, man, you will be all right. That's not care, that's avoidance. And think about it. The strong friend ain't strong because they never hurt. They strong because they hide it so well. And when you dismiss their pain, that's when they stop reaching out altogether. Truth is, we don't like having those uncomfortable conversations. Somebody says, yo, I've been feeling depressed, and we panic. We don't know what to say, so we'll hit them with cliches like pray about it or stay strong. And while our intentions are good, it doesn't help. Sometimes they don't need advice, they just need a space to vent. See, I think mental health has become trendy. People say that they care, but half of it is performative. Like, look at me, I went to therapy once. Let me make a post about it. Or look at me, I posted my self-care day. But behind the scenes, they still not checking in on nobody else. And I'll be real with y'all, even me. I've had moments where a friend opened up and I ain't know what to say. I gave that dry ass response like, damn, that's crazy. And looking back, to be honest, I could have and I should have done better. Sometimes we say we care, but we don't always show it. And a part of it is because of the stigma, especially in our community. We don't like admitting we depressed, we anxious, we burnt out. We call it being lazy or tripping. We sweep it under the rug so if somebody actually opens up, it feels taboo. Think about how family moves. We'll talk about physical sickness all day. Like you heard about grandma, she got high blood pressure, or you heard about auntie, she got diabetes. But let somebody say I got anxiety or I'm depressed and suddenly it's silence. That shows me we don't really care as much as we say. And if we being honest, a lot of that comes from generations before us. See, back in the day, they didn't have a language for depression. They just called it having the blues. They didn't have a space for therapy. They just worked harder. That silence has trickled down for generations. And don't get me started on social media. You can be crying in silence, but as long as you posting a smiling selfie, people assume that you good. We got used to taking people's highlight reels as the truth. But what about the people who disappear from social media for weeks? What about the ones who stop posting? Do we check in or do we just keep on scrolling by? Sometimes that cry for help ain't a status, it's silence. It's that friend who used to blow up your phone and suddenly they're quiet. Do you notice or do you only notice when they post a picture again? And jobs like to throw around mental health now too. They'll give you workshops, send a newsletter, but when you actually ask for a mental health day, now everybody in the office calling you lazy. Now you're not a team player. So do they really care or do they just care about productivity? And let's be real. Pretending you're fine costs a lot of energy. Acting okay at work, smiling at customers, hitting deadlines while you breaking inside, that's not care, that's survival mode. Real care ain't about posting, it's about presence. It's calling somebody without needing something. It's listening without judging. It's reminding people they're not alone. And it's normalizing the fact that struggling mentally does not mean you're weak. See, I think therapy helps. I really do. But therapy ain't the only answer. Some people can't afford it, some don't trust it, and some just not ready. But caring about mental health also means creating safe spaces with each other where people can talk without being judged or dismissed. We need more barbershop and beauty shop talks, more group chats, more backyard conversations like this one. Spaces where you can say, I'm not okay and not feel like an alien. Self care gets marketed like candles and bubble baths. That's cool, but real self care is saying no, is resting without guilt, is cutting off toxic relationships, is going for a walk, drinking water, journaling, praying, whatever helps you protect your peace. And don't confuse escapism with care. Drinking yourself to sleep, partying every weekend, doing drugs, binge watching shows, that's distraction, not healing. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you think about posting a mental health quote, also think about one person you can actually check in on. A text, a call, a simple, how are you really doing? That's more powerful than a repost, y'all. And check yourself too. Ask yourself, do I only talk about mental health when it's trendy? Do I dismiss people when they open up? Do I tell people to be strong when I should be telling them it's okay to be weak sometimes? If the answer is yes, then no, we don't really care. At least not yet. And accountability starts with admitting the gap. But Karen, that don't gotta be dramatic. Sometimes it's 5 minutes on the phone. Sometimes it's showing up at that door with food. Sometimes it's just simply saying, I hear you and I see you. The truth is, mental health won't matter to the world until it starts mattering to the individuals in it. If you don't care, why would society care? So, do we really care about mental health or do we just care about looking like we care? With all of that being said, I really want to know, how are y'all doing mentally? And no, I'm not just saying that for the likes and the views. I really want to know. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, hit my DM. I am not a therapist, but I can provide some encouragement. Sometimes you just need somebody to hear you out, just like y'all are doing for me. Man, I've been through a lot lately, but the fact that you all are allowing me into your homes, your cars, your backyard, wherever you are listening to this right now, the fact that y'all are allowing me to express myself through doing this podcast, it means a lot to me. And let's normalize that. We ain't robots. We ain't machines. We human. We laugh, we cry, we break, we heal. That's a part of the deal. So take care of yourself. Not just the outer you, not just the posted you, but the real you behind closed doors when nobody else is around. Until then, this is the Backyard Dialogue. And remember, this ain't just my backyard, this is our backyard. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, for being open, and allowing me to be open, and for caring, really caring, not just posting about it. Take care of yourselves out here. And remember, this ain't just my backyard, this is our backyard. Peace.